welcome to the very first episode of Planet Progress, the show where we discover and report on the more unknown details surrounding everyday items. We are your hosts,
Drew Greaves
and Alex Olson.
Today we're going to be talking about battery power, where it comes from, how it's used today, and where it might be going in the future.
Join us as we begin the first of three segments, the past. The term battery was first used by Benjamin Franklin in the late 1700s. He used the term to refer to something he designed that used individually charged glass plates. The more plates he would stack, the more aggressive the discharge of the device. However, he only used it when running electrical experiments and didn't make any other important discoveries regarding battery power.
Italian physicists Luigi Galvani and Alessandro Volta developed the first actual battery by improving on Benjamin Franklin's ideas. They used different materials, primarily copper and zinc, instead of glass, which resulted in a much more efficient device called the voltaic pile. The battery really didn't have any practical use, but was more of a way to prove that the chemical reaction between the elements used could occur.
The technology was improved upon over the next century, usually after discovering a more conductive metal or a more effective compound. Some of these include the Daniell cell, Bird cell, porous pot cell, gravity cell, Hagendorf cell, Grove cell, and the Dunn cell.
One important thing to note is that all these batteries were designed to be used once, with all the ingredients needing to be replaced upon discharge. This refers to the primary battery, and still stands today in reference to single-use batteries such as AA's or AAA's.
It wasn't until the year 1859 that the first rechargeable or secondary type of battery was designed. French physicist Gaston Planté used a combination of lead, acid, and carbon to develop the first lead-acid battery. The recharging method involved sending a current back through it, which would reverse a chemical reaction that occurs when the battery is used. While using this type of battery still wasn't practical in its time due to using liquid and being extremely heavy, the technology survived and is still widely used today.
So now that we've talked about where batteries come from, let's move on to how they're used today.
Batteries have evolved into what they are today due to demands for more power and smaller size. Once the concept of portable power was realized, physicists wasted no time in learning how to accomplish that.
When people think of batteries today, they probably think of your everyday alkaline battery, like AA's or lithium-ion, like the batteries used in your cell phone. Both of these are great examples of showing how batteries have indeed gotten both smaller and more efficient. The technology behind lithium-ion batteries is now being used in electric cars, and secondary alkaline batteries can now be bought pretty much anywhere.
While we have plenty of new battery technology to work with, old technology is still evolving in its own right. Lead-acid batteries, like the ones we use in most of our vehicles today, can be built in ways that allow for different functionality. A deep cycle lead-acid battery is best used for low amp draw over a long period of time, while a cranking lead-acid battery is best used for sending a high number of amps all at once, referred to as cold cranking amps.
So we've established where batteries come from and how they're being used today. So now let's look into the future regarding portable power.
Currently, the fastest growing form of power is solar.
Many of you probably know a little bit about solar power. It takes light energy, such as the sun, and turns it into electricity. Solar panels are used to capture light, and then a power converter converts and transfers it, usually to a battery.
Solar power is currently being used all over our planet to power everything from homes to boat motors, and has already replaced some consumer needs for things like propane and gasoline. The technology is popular due to being basically free energy, however still suffers from long charge times and low power output.
There are constantly new and exciting ideas being brought forward all over the world regarding new battery technology. As technology changes, so does its need for power. An interesting technology currently being tested in Texas is one that uses glass electrolyte. It's roughly the same size as the lithium-ion batteries we use today, but we can charge it in minutes and lasts up to 5 times as long.
When it comes down to it, as long as people continue to exponentially use portable power, the ideas behind it will continue to evolve.
Thank you for watching this episode on batteries and portable power.
See you next time here on Planet Progress.